Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Timmy. Um, Today, I wanted to show some of my favorite pieces of ICP merchandise that I have. Not in any way saying these are the rarest or anything, the most collectible or anything, but just favorites in my collection. So, to start with, I want to show the Riddle Box, which I know is not anything that probably every Juggalo hasn't seen, but I really like my copy of it. You can see it's very it's very worn. It's creases and all kinds of stuff. I actually got this the day that it came out. I've always been pretty proud of that. I think it was like October 10th or something like that of 1995. I had it reserved. I had actually only been introduced to ICP maybe a few months earlier, 2 months earlier. I was introduced to them at a party, not introduced to them personally, obviously, but introduced to their music. And the next day, we had a Harmony House here in Grand Rapids, and I went and picked up Ringmaster and Carnival of Carnage. And when I was buying them, the guy was like, "Hey, would you like to reserve their next album that's coming out?" And so I did, and I went and got it the day it came out. So I actually just got it signed at Hollowicked. I did the VIP not this past year, but the year before, so 2015. And so I got it signed by them, if you can see. I know there's a lot of glare, but also it's kind of cool. I don't know if a lot of people have seen this. It's still got the catalog in it when you unfold it, so you can like order stuff. The prices are crazy. It's a hat for $15, a shirt for $18, Zippo for $20. 18 by 24 poster for $5, a knit hat for $15, or a hooded sweatshirt. Let's see if it says it's embroidered for $30. So, as you can see, their prices were fairly cheap back then, but probably still pretty good quality though. So, yep, that's one of my favorites though. And then I also, again, not saying these are ultra rare, but I did pick up the Wraith DVD audio, and when it came out back in maybe 2002, I think it came out a little bit, maybe a year after, but I picked that up, and I know in Violent J's book, he mentions that the audio is that good, or I guess, I'm sorry, it was Jump Steady doing the discography at the end, and they're not kidding. It's really good. I never had surround sound, but I have a few friends that have, and we've listened to it on a good, home theater system. It sounds incredible. And then I also got that autographed at Hollowicked, and so there, and they signed the disc too. So I think that's pretty cool collectible. I always have this on display because I love the album, even though I'm very, very atheist. I still think the message in the album is great, and I love the album. So, and then one of my other favorites, I got Quest for Shangri-La. I got this, got it off of eBay for Christmas, maybe 2-3 years ago, maybe. My girlfriend at the time got it. I happened to see it listed on eBay for fairly cheap, and it was sealed. And they were, the guy that had him, it was in Lansing, which is only like an hour from me, and he had two of them for sale, and they were both sealed, and he wanted 150 a piece. So by the time I saw that they were listed for sale, then I asked her if she would order me one, and then my folks chipped in on it with her, and so when we ordered it, he had dropped the prices, excuse me, to 125. So we actually got this one for 125 sealed, and then when he sent a ton of extra stuff. He sent a couple CDs. He sent like a reprint of Carnival of Carnage, some posters, and all kinds of stuff. So, and I actually almost bought this when it first came out. I actually was at Hot Topic one time, and they had a huge stack of them, probably like 30 of them. And I was kind of looking at it, and I was like, I don't know if I'll ever play it. And so the next weekend, I decided, I was like, yeah, I guess it'd be cool to have on display, even if I don't play it. So I went back, and they were gone. I went to the guy working, and I was like, hey, do you have any more of those games? And he just laughed. He was like, ha! I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, if you wanted one of those, you should have got it last weekend because they are gone. And he's like, we're not getting any more. So unfortunately, I missed out on that one. Excuse me. And so I ended up getting one years later, and I've only played it a couple of times. I played it with DC Fago guy and Megs and Crazy McCormick and his girlfriend. I don't know if she wants her name out there. And then, oh, actually, she's in his videos. Yeah, Crazy McCormick and Katie. And then my girlfriend Stacy. We all played it at DCG Con, but we didn't get a chance to finish it because DC Fago guy and Megs were playing the Suro tournament. So. But I've only played it a couple times, but I really like it. I plan on doing it again, and I think it's a great piece for any Juggalos collection. So I would recommend it. It's a fun game, what I've played, and it's really really worth the investment if you can find a good copy. So next, I got the Play With Me action figures. Those are also signed. I got one signed at Hallowicked 2009. I think Shaggy signed it, and then we never made it to Violent J. He ended up taking off before we got to him. That was 2009 or 10, the American Psychos tour anyway. It wasn't set up very good. We actually weren't very happy with the VIP experience, but I mean, you know, whatever, you win some, you lose some. So, and then I got Jay to sign it this past year, not this last Halloween, but the one before that. So. Got those signed. I got those when they came out. I bought it at Sam Goody, I think, which was a local music store. I think they were like $20, and then very soon after that, they became pretty sought after, and I see them for sale on eBay for pretty expensive. I've seen some people asking like $100 for them sealed, but I am keeping those, not getting rid of them. So this one, the last thing, is my very favorite thing. So I attended. This is not the what I'm going to show you, but this is the Night of Appreciation for Sabu on DVD. It was 2004, December 12th, 2004 in Belleville, Michigan, right outside of Detroit. So it was a benefit wrestling show. There was quite a few, AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, Raven, Shane Douglas, Mick Foley, as you can see there. And on the back, you can see right there, you can see that, ICP. Quite a few others. There was a Shark Boy, a whole bunch of guys from TNA were there. So it was a benefit show. And I ended up going with some friends of mine. It was that third row. And when it was all done, or I shouldn't say when it was all done, but when ICP was done, they were it was them and Rude Boy versus Zach Gowen, Corporal Robinson, and I want to say Richie Boy Briar Wellington. But it was all done, and Violent J took off one of his boots and threw it to the crowd, and I happened to catch it. I had a big sign that said ICP. We were sitting third row. When I say third row, I'm talking like 10 feet from the ring. I mean, not even kidding. That's how close it was. And I was wearing a Hatchet Man jersey, so I stood out pretty good, I guess. But there was about 600 people there, but there was, you know, we were, like I said, right ringside. So he pointed right to me. He went like this, and he threw it, and I wrapped my sign around it and pulled it down. A bunch of people were trying to get it, and so I ended up getting it. And I had Shaggy sign it at the I want to say the Fuck the Fuck Off in-store tour, whatever year that was, 2006 or 7 or whatever. So he signed it there, and then just this, so it'd be 2015. Sabu came to the Grand Rapids Comic Con, so I brought it and had him sign it, and then just a couple weeks later at Hallowicked, finally got Jay on it. So I'm planning on like trying to find some type of something to display this in, like a case or something, but right now I've just kind of got it sitting on a little table right over there. So, but this is my most favorite piece in my collection. I said, it's kind of cool. There's a thumbtack stuck in the bottom of it that was there when I got it. So this is like my crowning jewel of my collection. I don't think it's worth anything, but I just love it because of the story, how I caught it, and went with some friends of mine and had a lot of fun, and it was really cool. So, yep, those are. I have a whole bunch of other stuff, but those are my favorite pieces, and it's kind of what I'm most proud of to have on display. So, thought I'd share those. If anybody's watching this and has any other cool stuff of their own, and they want to put it in the comments or make a response video, that'd be awesome. So. Until then, thanks for watching. This is Timmy, aka Echoside Fiend, and I will see you next time.